Hey, good morning guys, and we are off today to a place that you guys should all know pretty well if you've been following our vlogs for the past 3 years, and that is Pemaquid. It's going to be a great day here on the Maine coast, so we're going to head down there and enjoy the weather, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are here at the Sheepscott General Store in Whitfield, Maine. It's a little bit off the beaten path on the way to Pemaquid, but it is one of our actual favorite places to stop on the way to Pemaquid. It's right here on a local farm, and they make some great breakfast sandwiches, so we're going to head inside and have one of those. Alright guys, so I got myself a breakfast panini here, and it's got some crispy bacon, cheddar cheese, some roasted red pepper jelly actually, and an egg there on their own homemade sourdough bread. And this is my favorite thing to order when I'm here. This is great usually. And Simone has got a extra sticky bun, so it appears. So she's gonna give that a try.
There's the top.
Yeah, no, definitely lots of stickiness there. And we're eating outside right here by the farm, guys, because the indoor dining is closed right now. What do you think?
It's good. Mm-hmm.
Definitely looks sticky.
Very sweet.
I say very sweet, I'm guessing.
Sweet.
Caramelly?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, looks great.
Homemade here.
Homemade here, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Just
like all their stuff is homemade here.
Almost like a candy top, like a crust.
There you go, guys. You can see inside of it now. Excellent red pepper jelly. Has a nice little sweetness, savoriness obviously from the bacon and the egg. That is really good rye bread as well. You got your choice of white, wheat, or rye. I got the rye. Very good, guys. 2 thumbs up. So guys, Simone grabbed a map on the way out of the town of Whitfield to see what else there is to do, and we've decided there's pretty much nothing else to do in the town of Whitfield except for farming. So yeah, so Sheepscott General Store is pretty much the only thing that would really draw you to Whitfield at this point. But it is a nice farming community, so if you're interested in that, then I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff to do. And there's an antique mall. Yeah, there's a horse-drawn buggy picture right there, so you can probably ride a horse and ride a buggy.
I think they have Amish people.
So yeah, anyway, so what we're going to do is head next to Fort Edgecomb, I think, is where we're going to go, and we're going to show you one of the other wooden forts here in Maine. If you might remember from our Winslow vlogs, Fort Halifax and Winslow is one of the other wooden forts that still exist in Maine, and Fort Edgecomb is one of the others. So we're going to show you that here in a little bit. Fort Edgecomb now. And a little bit about Fort Edgecomb. It was actually built for the War of 1812 to protect against the British. It was built in 1808 specifically, and was used until 1816. After the War of 1812, it actually housed some of the Civil War troops from the area. So this was a working fort. Once again, like most of the Maine forts, it never did see battle. Apparently Maine back then wasn't as important as people thought, because we didn't really have many battles here in Maine, but we had plenty of forts just in case we ever did, I guess. So. So guys, we've made our way over to Pemaquid Lighthouse now. As you saw, we passed through the town of Damascotta. We're gonna go back and visit Damascotta here a little bit later today and have some pizza, I think, at a pizza place I found on Yelp that looked pretty good. But for right now, we're just gonna explore around here. And the parking lot is packed today. There is plenty of people out here. It's almost 70 degrees here today in Maine, and it's pretty much the first warm day of spring here. And as you can see, lots of people taking advantage of this great weather here today. So we're gonna just walk around, relax a little bit, and show you the sights. So guys, if you've ever wanted to stay in a lighthouse before, this lighthouse here actually is available for weekly rentals. There is a one-bedroom cottage inside there, and you get your own private porch. I say private, but you'll end up seeing lots of tourists during the week, I'm sure. But yes, you can rent this weekly.
In the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you. I always thought I'd be waiting in vain, but suddenly there you were. Never thought it'd be easy to feel you in my arms, but now we're here and I'm all in. By you, 'cause I can stay till the morning or stay till the dawn, but just hold me now. I wanna be so much better whenever you're around. I wanna say something clever to get in your mind, 'cause right now we're not together and I lose my way then. Oh, I feel so much better whenever you're around, whenever you're around. Yeah, yeah, whenever you're around, whenever you're around. Is it too late to feel you? Is it too late to tell you about how much much I'm sorry for the things I have done, for the things I never did. But I promise, dear, I'll never let you go. So don't let go, get close to me. Oh, don't let go, get close to me. My body's waiting for you. I know your body's been waiting too. I wanna be so much better whenever you're around. I wanna say something clever to get in your mind. 'Cause right now we're not together and I lose my way then. Oh, I feel so much better whenever.
So guys, you can probably see some construction here behind me. That is the former Seagull gift shop and restaurant that was located here at the lighthouse for probably the last 40 or 50 years. I've eaten there many times, both as a youngster and as an adult, and it's a great view overlooking the ocean, some good food. But unfortunately, last fall it actually burnt to the ground. I believe it was an electrical fire, and they've already rebuilt it this much here. They're actually hoping to be open for the summer of this year, actually, so that would be impressive if they can get it rebuilt that fast. But all of the money that's pretty much going towards this was from obviously a little bit of fire insurance, but the rest of it is all donated by locals and by people here in Maine. So they started a GoFundMe page and raised enough money that they were able to actually start the construction and be about 75% done already. The inside of that is pretty much completely done and ready to go, so they just need to finish the outside and hopefully be open again for the 2021 tourist season. And very impressive that they were able to rebuild it that quick, and kudos to everybody that helped them donate money and get this place rebuilt. So it's definitely a local landmark here in Pemaquid, and people looking forward to having that back. So guys, a little bit closer view here of the construction. So the only thing left from the old stores is a set of stairs right there, but you can still kind of see some of the unfortunately burnt parts of it. But not sure if these are the front steps to the restaurant or what, but that's pretty much all that's left of the original. But they are definitely making quick work of the rebuild. All right, we've made our way over to Pemaquid Beach now, guys. And this beach actually is pretty small, especially if you're used to like those big beaches that, you know, like Hampton Beach and places like that. This is definitely not that. It's not even Old Orchard. This is actually probably a quarter of a mile stretch of beach if you're lucky, but it gets very full here in the summertime because it is such a small beach. But it's a pretty user-friendly beach as well. It's nice bathrooms here, and this is actually a brand new building that they just built, I believe, last year, and it's very nice. So, and this is also a very new walkway that they've built out to the beach, which is awesome. This is the first time we've actually been here in about a year and a half, because we didn't come down here last summer because it wasn't really open to the public because of, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, they've definitely done a lot with the place. You can rent beach chairs and such here, and your snack bar is here, and that is definitely improved since the last time we were here. It used to be a little sketchy, but so this is the new pier. Used to just have lots of rose bushes and a dirt trail to walk through. And this is much nicer now. A little outdoor stage concert area. And yeah, we'll show you the beach here. So guys, if you ever want to catch crabs, this is where you do it here in Maine, right at the coast. You just stick your hand right in there and hope for the best. I'm not even kidding. Used to do this as a kid quite a bit. You just kind of paw through the seaweed, dig in, hope that nothing bites you on the way out. Plenty of seaweed to be had too. They actually rake this beach every morning, not in the off season, but during summer when it's actually open, they do rake the beach every morning, and they rake quite a bit of the seaweed to this end, let it kind of pile up, and then they remove it eventually. But so yes, they do try to keep this beach pretty clean in the summertime. It's actually pretty clean today. I think that's more the tide though helping it out than it is anything else. But yes, this is a good place to look for crabs. Alright guys, we are at Fort William McHenry. Now unfortunately this one is actually not the original fort. This is a complete replica of the original fort, which did not survive the elements here on the coast of Maine, unfortunately. But once again, Fort William McHenry never really saw battle, but hey, it was here looking pretty just in case. So yeah, this is the replica. During the summertime you can actually go up inside of it and go to the top and check out the view, which is great. You can see Pemaquid Harbor and Pemaquid Beach and St. John's Bay, which is right behind us. So you can still see St. John's Bay, just not quite as well as you would be able to from the top of the fort. And this building here, guys, usually sports a small museum inside there, which does have some artifacts they have done during archaeological digs here at the fort area. Also can get some souvenir books and things like that in there. It is also where you pay to actually get into the fort. So. Just a quick walk or drive from the fort is a Colonial Pemaquid, and this has been the site of numerous archaeological digs, and they have found all kinds of cool stuff here, and most of it is on display in the museum. It's right down there. That is a cool museum to go to if you are in Pemaquid for the first time, or if you just like museums. Lots of artifacts there. There's also a very old cemetery over here, which my good friend Walter Rains from the Frontiersman Adventure would love to hang out in midnight. We're gonna go hang out in it for just a second here during the day just to show you, but yeah, you wanted some haunted places here in Pemaquid, this is the place to go. Most of the people that are buried in that cemetery originally lived right here. Actually, I have no idea if they actually lived in this house or not, but this is definitely one of the many dwellings that were right here at this Colonial Pemaquid site. And like I said, the rest of them are all dug up in the various areas here along the lawn. But yeah, cool area here to explore. They do guided tours during the summer, so you can always get one of those and have somebody that knows more than me tell you about it. So guys, this is simply called the Old Burying Ground. Seems appropriate. But the oldest stone here reads 1734, but it's not actually known how old this burying ground really is. Some of the newer ones are actually here from 2000, so they do still use this, obviously. But yes, the oldest gravestone here says 1734 on it. Over the decades, there were villages here as early as the 1600s, so there could be lots of other and older remains buried here. So right in front of us is the Contented Soul, which is not open yet. It should be open here probably usually about the middle to end of May. But great place here for obviously seafood because you're right on the ocean. But I love the pizza here. They have some great thin crust New York style pizza here, which is excellent. And also they have some really good, they call dirty fries, which has some banana peppers and some Parmesan cheese and garlic on them. Some very good food right here at the Contented Soul. Probably my second favorite, best favorite place here, I should say, in the Pemaquid area, right behind Shaw's Wharf and New Harbor. And of course New Harbor is where we're going next. Okay guys, made our way over to New Harbor now. Favorite place in Pemaquid, Shaw's Wharf. Should be open for the season here in a couple of weeks. Usually it's once again mid-May when they open. Right now I'm still smelling last year's fish here, I think, which is not the most pleasant thing in the world, but hey, trust me, tastes great. Just doesn't smell very good right now.
Where's the dumpster?
Well, it's a dumpster and these lobster traps that are here that haven't been used for 6 months. Probably that outhouse right over there that hasn't been used in 6 months. Yeah, you know, all that stuff. But yes, this is the time where they clean stuff and all that. It's all roped off this year. Usually it's not even roped off. So yeah, I think this is as far as we can go out here. So there you go. This is as close as we're going to get to the view of the harbor, because they actually do have it roped off, or they don't usually, but have some lobster buoys. We always wanted one for the house. Take and run. So this is a working harbor. A lot of the lobstermen here in New Harbor actually do lobster year-round. Not all of them. Some of them take the winter off, but quite a few of them do lobster year-round. So this is a cool harbor to be in during the summertime to watch them unload all the lobsters and things like that. And of course, you can see that in our other vlogs. If you haven't checked those out yet, I certainly suggest you do that so you can see the difference between the off-season and the summer season here in Pemaquid. We're living on the edge, guys. We just walked right over the rope. We jumped the rope. Yeah, replacing some stuff. All right, now you get a nice, better view of the harbor. That's what I really wanted to see, was the harbor. This is actually my favorite harbor in all of Maine. I think it's gorgeous. This is Simone's favorite bar in all of Maine. She loves the sangria and the pina coladas. There's one special bartender that never will make them for her, but she will never make the pina colada. But there's another bartender that will, and it usually comes out pretty good. But there's one bartender here that really doesn't like Simone, which is weird because she is so charming. I can't imagine why anybody wouldn't like her.
I think she just doesn't like to clean the blender.
That could be it. So as I was saying, guys, there is lobster guys that are lobstermen that work year-round. This is an example of one of them, just coming in from the water.
It's the dangerous liaison.
The dangerous liaison, that's right. It's the sexy boat. Right beside it is the Nick and Andy. I don't know who Nick is, but that Andy guy's awesome.
For sure.
All right, guys, we are in Damariscotta now. It's about probably, I would say, a 20-25 minute drive from Pemaquid, and we are actually down in the back parking lot. I wanted to show you that because there's not much parking on the main street any time of year, actually, but especially during the summer. And so yeah, if you're driving down Main Street, this is right behind Main Street. This is the public parking area that you can sometimes find a spot and sometimes not. So Damariscotta is one of those towns where you may end up driving around for about 20 minutes just looking for a spot to park, but this time of year it's not too bad. So yeah, we'll go up here to the main drag and show you a little bit the village of Damariscotta. So Damariscotta is famous for two reasons. It's probably famous for more than two reasons, but mostly the two reasons I'm aware of is Damariscotta oysters. First of all, it's a well-known town to harvest oysters. So if you're in this area and you get oysters, pretty much guaranteed they're coming from the Damariscotta area. The other reason why it's famous is it is the original home of Rennies.
Rennies, a Maine adventure.
Feel free to check out all my vlogs because I talk about Rennies a lot. It is indeed a Maine adventure, and the original Rennies location was here in Damariscotta. So of course we're gonna have to show you that. And Rennies is so popular in Damariscotta here, guys, that it actually has two locations. First Rennies is right here, and this is the original Rennies, and it was established in 1949 right here in Damariscotta. So per usual, guys, a successful Rennies Maine adventure once again completed. I'd love to show you what's in the bag, but it's a surprise for the people that we got stuff for, so can't show you that. So guys, there is no indoor seating here, but there is plenty of outdoor seating, so overlooking the harbor, which is really nice. And as long as it's not a winter day, then it'd be all right. But there is some space heaters up here as well to help keep you warm. So we're just waiting on our meal now. Alright guys, so as you can see, we got ourselves some appetizers here. We've got ourselves some frizzled green beans. They're called magic beans, and they are oven roasted in the firewood oven there that they have. A little bit of vegan aioli on top. We've also got some rice balls there. You can see those. So there's the arancini balls, and they've got a lemon aioli on top of it as well. So stuff looks great. We're gonna give it a try here. All right, so we're trying the green beans first, and these have a honey soy glaze on them. There's some toasted sesame, so. That soy glaze makes them a little bit sweet, but not overpowering. And they're still really crunchy. Nice char on them as well. Just a hint of sesame. Very good. Next, I'm going to try the risotto here, guys. So this risotto are lemon soy glazed and are served on top of another vegan aioli. This one's an orange aioli. You see there? Looks like a meatball, but actually rice. Now, those are really good, guys. Rice still has a lot of texture to it. There's actually a little bit of crunch in there. So nice texture. Almost like a strange combination of teriyaki and, I don't know, teriyaki and cheese, I guess, but different, but very, very good. Pizza choice, and these are all wood-fired pizzas, guys, and it smells great here. You can smell the wood fire, and you can see them smoking the meats behind us. It looks great. But this is called the Shaz Reinhold, and I don't know who that guy is, but apparently he likes pickles on his pizza because we got some pickles here. So it is a white sauce, Gruyere cheese. I know that Walt's probably gonna be like, oh, gross, Gruyere cheese, but great stuff. All right, so Gruyere cheese, cheddar cheese, smoked meatloaf, mustard pickles, and special sauce, guys. You can also get it with eggs and onions on top. We chose not to do either one of those because I don't like raw onions, and pickles doesn't really like undercooked eggs, so we decided not to go for that. But basically we got the Shaz Reinhold Light, I guess you'd call it, right? So that crust looks amazing, guys, from the wood-fired oven. It is a thin crust. So I'm gonna pile it all in here and dig in. And I'm pretty sure it's all over me right now, which is fine, no problem. I'm not embarrassed at all. Oh, that is really, really good, guys. That sauce is really creamy. There's definitely a little barbecue glaze on there as well. Pickles add just enough, a little bit of a bite and kick because they're mustard pickles. That is a great combination. And it probably would be good with onions too if you like onions. But yeah, good stuff. All right, Simone, what do you think?
It's really good.
Really good?
The crust is perfectly cooked and crunchy.
It really is a good crust, I agree.
Nice and doughy in the middle, but crunchy on the bottom.
And are the pickles approved?
They are.
Yeah.
I like pickles on pizza. I think it's a great idea.
Me too.
Pickles and cheese.
Yep. I really like this place. First timers here, guys, and I think we'll definitely be back.
Yep.
I would definitely say it's the best pizza I've had in this area for a long time. Very good. So guys, as you can see, we've got a dessert pizza now, and this is actually a s'mores pizza. It's got homemade marshmallow on it, chocolate, and some of those chunks there are not meatballs. Those are graham crackers, actually. So this looks great. Once again, it's wood fired, so it ought to be really tasty. So guys, do I have anything on me?
No.
I'm just wondering.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We're good.
How about now? Needless to say, this is really good. Tastes good inside your mouth and all around it too. Highly recommend. Highly recommend a napkin too, but delicious.
It's too close to Earth Day. You shouldn't be wasting napkins.
So guys, that meal was a great way to end our day here on the Maine coast and our visit to Pemaquid. Gotta love this area. It never gets old. It's one of my favorite places here on Earth. So love Pemaquid. You guys will be seeing a lot more of it in future vlogs. Loved this pizza place. Loved our food this morning at Sheepscott General Store. So overall, just a great day and you know, lots of good times. So we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Appreciate you watching and coming along with us. Have a great day, good night, and good times. See ya.
Just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me.